Hello dear children. Today we are going to learn about a very important and interesting chapter, that is gravitation. You may have wondered why I have given this picture, that is a solar system. When I am going to teach gravitation, you will get the answer in a short while. All of you have heard a story of Sir Isaac Newton. In 1665 in England, while Newton was sitting under an apple tree, an apple fell on his head. He was an absolute genius and he was thinking why the apple fall down, why it does not go up or in any other direction. It could have gone to right or to left, but it falls down. He started thinking and he thought that if the earth can attract an apple, can it not attract the moon? Is the force same in both cases? Finally, he developed a theory which is known as universal law of gravitation. So, universal law of gravitation is developed by Sir Isaac Newton. We all know that moon goes around the earth. He said that at each point of its orbit, the moon falls towards the earth instead of going off in a straight line. So, it must be attracted by the earth. That was his thought. So, to understand this, we will be doing an activity. This activity, the same activity we have done earlier when we learned circular motion. So, let us repeat that. Take a piece of thread, tie a stone at one end, hold the other end of the thread and whirl it round. What will happen? The stone moves in a circular path. Is it? Yes, as you can see here, that stone is moving in a circular path. So, what will happen if you just release the thread? Yes, that also we have learned. So, before the thread is released, the stone moves in a circular path and it will be moving with a certain speed and changes the direction at every point. So, if there is a change in direction of motion, what will happen? It will be having a change in velocity in a circular path, is it? So, and we have learned this change in velocity with time gives rise to an acceleration. Uniform circular motion of a body is also known as accelerated motion, is it? So, there will be an acceleration and the force that causes this acceleration and keeps the body moving along a circular path is acting towards the center, is it? Yes, that force is acting towards the center. So, this force is called centripetal force. Do you remember? I have already said there that force is known as centripetal force. What do you mean by centripetal? Do you remember that? Centripetal means center seeking force. Okay, centripetal force is nothing but it is center seeking force. Imagine, if there is no such force, what will happen to the stone? The stone will fly off along a straight line, is it? Yes. The straight line will be a tangent to the circular path. And if you drop that stone, you can understand that what will happen? That stone will be moving in a straight line. that is along the tangent, is it? Yes. So, from this what you understand? Yes. Is this not same as in the case of Earth and Moon? What is the path? We know that Moon goes around the Earth, that is in a circular path. So, the centripetal force of Earth is acting on the Moon. That is why it is moving in a circular path. Otherwise, what will happen? The Moon will have moved in a straight line, is it? So, this is the reason he argued that at each point of the orbit, the Moon falls towards the Earth instead of going off in a straight line. So, there must be an attractive force by the Earth. So, that attractive force is gravitational pull of Earth. Okay? So, coming to the case of apple, it is seen that the falling apple is attracted towards the Earth, or the Earth attracts all its objects towards its center. Okay? That is why the apple falls down. It doesn't goes to up. Okay? Is it clear for you? Then, does the apple attracts the Earth? We said Earth attract the apple. But now I am asking, does the apple attract the Earth? Yes, apple attracts the Earth. Oh, we do not see the Earth is moving towards an apple. If apple attracts the Earth, we should see that Earth is moving towards an apple. Have you seen ever? No. We have learned, according to the third law of motion, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Is it? And we said that Earth attracts the apple. So, that is the action force. Is it? And what is the reaction force? Yes. This apple attracts the Earth. That is the reaction force. Is it? But, according to the second law of motion, what we have learned? For a given force, acceleration is inversely proportional to the mass of the object. We have learned F is equal to ma. M is the mass, F is the force, and A is the acceleration. So, for a given force, acceleration is inversely proportional to the mass of the object. And the mass of the object and the mass of the Earth. Can you compare it? Yes. When you compare the mass of the Earth and mass of the apple, apple's mass is very negligibly small. Is it? So, compared to the mass of the Earth, mass of the apple is negligibly small. So, we do not see the Earth is moving towards the apple. Do you understand? And we can say in the same case with the moon also. When compared to the mass of the Earth, mass of the moon is less. So, we cannot see moon attracting the Earth. Instead, we can see the circular path of the moon because the Earth attracting the moon. That is why moon is revolving around the Earth. So, what about the solar system? Here comes the answer for the first slide. Okay, I have shown the solar system. All planets around the sun are moving in a circular path around the sun. Is it? Like this. So, what do you understand from this? So, if the Earth attracts the moon towards its center, what will happen here? Here, As you know, the center of the solar system is Sun, which is very massive compared to the planets. Okay? So what will happen? The same thing will happen here also. Sun attracts all the planets. There will be a force between the Sun and the planets. So we can say that each and every object in this universe attract each other. That was the conclusion of Sir Isaac Newton. Not only does the earth attract an apple and the moon, but all the objects in the universe attract each other. What does it mean? There is a force of attraction between you and me also. Okay? This force of attraction between the objects is called a gravitational force. Hope you understood. Thank you.